Good morning, boys and girls. We are looking at tens and ones today, Part D, Lesson 12.4. Let's go ahead and dive right in. 4-question check-in. So let's go ahead and make sure that those listening ears are turned on. You can show me that your eyes are on my screen. You can hold up cactus hands for me. Show me that you are not holding any toys, pencils, markers, anything that could distract you. And go ahead and wave good morning to each other. Wonderful. You can put your hands down and take a deep breath. Go ahead and let that breath out. Are you going to give this lesson your absolute best? Give me 2 thumbs up. Fantastic. Remember, we are recording every lesson that we have here so that you can go back and watch the recording again if you need to. And don't forget about our classroom rules. Lesson goals for today. I can review what I learned about tens and ones, and I can show what I know about tens and ones. So today, we are going to review what we learned about tens and ones. How can we model 60? How can we model the number 60 using our tens rods? These are what our tens rods look like. This is I do time where I show you how, so you do not have to do anything during this time except have those listening ears on and your eyes on my screen. So we're looking at the number 60 here, and we want to model the number 60 using the tens rods. The reason that we're not modeling this number with the ones cubes is because when I look at my ones place, which is the farthest to the right that I've underlined here, I have a 0 here, which means that I have 0 ones, so I don't need to use my cubes to model my ones place. However, I do need to model my tens place using the tens rods. I have 6 tens, so using my tens rods, I'm going to model that by using 6 10 rods. I have a 6 in the tens place, which means I need to draw 6 10 rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tens rods I am using here to show my number 610 for the tens place. So this is how I would model the number 60 by showing my 6 10 rods and 0 ones. I could also show this in a number sentence. 60 equals 60 plus 0, or 60 equals 6 tens plus 0 ones. All right, boys and girls, now we're going to model the number 60 in another way. This time we're going to use 5 10 rods, 5 tens rods, and a group of 10 ones cubes to model the number 60. So let's go ahead and show that now. Again, I'm using 5 tens rods first. So I'm going to draw these down here. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens rods, and I'm going to draw a group of 10 ones cubes. Ready? 1 1, 2 ones, 3 ones, 4 ones, 5 ones, 6 ones, 7 ones, 8 ones, 9 ones, 10 ones. How would I show this in a number sentence? 60 equals, how many tens do I have drawn here at the bottom? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens, which is 50. So 60 is broken up into 50. 60 equals 50 plus, how many 1 cubes do I have drawn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 60 equals 50 plus 10. 60 would equal 50 plus 10 because there are 5 tens rods and then there are 10 ones cubes. So 60 would equal 50 plus 10 because there are 5 10 rods and there are 10 ones cubes. There is more than one way to break up a number, but the fastest way is to break up a number into tens and ones, okay? And we're going to show that right after this brain break. So before we get into We Do Time, I want you to take a brain break. Go ahead and you can use the restroom, stretch your legs, do whatever it is that you need to do, and then you can pause this recording during that time and press play when you are ready. For We Do Time. All right, guys, please help me to complete the number sentences by breaking up the number into tens and ones. Okay, and so what we're going to do now is we've been using a lot of visualization by drawing our tens and ones, but now what I want us to do is break this apart with numbers, okay, and create a number sentence by breaking up the number into tens and ones. So I'm looking at the number 18. I want to break it up into my tens and my ones. So remember that your tens place is here, your ones place is here. If you haven't done so, go ahead and grab something to write on and something to write with, and I want you to write these with me. So first, I want you to just write 18 equals blank plus blank on your board. You can pause this recording if you need to catch up with me, and then press play when you are ready for the next step. So we're breaking apart the number 18 into tens and ones. My tens place is the farthest to the left. So my tens place is going to be written here. My tens is going to be written in this blank. My ones, how many ones I have, is going to be written in this blank. 18 equals blank tens plus blank ones. Okay, so what number do I have in my tens place? Let's look here. What number do I have in my tens place? I have a 1 in my tens place, which means that I have 10 total, right? If a 1 is in my tens place, it does not equal, the value is not 1. The value is 10 because the number 1 is in my tens place. If that number 1 would have been in my ones place, the value would be 1. But because it's in my tens place, I read it as 10. Now let's look at our ones place. What number is in my ones place? I have the number 8 in my ones place. So I read that as 8. The value of the number 8 in the ones place is 8 because it is in the ones place, 8 ones. So I have here 18 equals 10 plus 8. Okay, vice versa, if I want to check my work, what does 10 plus 8 equal? 10 plus 8 equals 18, which means this is correct. If you need to catch up with me, pause this recording. You can write that out. That way you're practicing. Go ahead and press play when you are ready to continue with the second one. All right, guys, I'm assuming you've pressed play. Go ahead and make sure that you have 40 equals blank plus blank, and then we'll go ahead and break apart that number into tens and ones. All right, we are going to underline the tens place and the ones place. Remember that your tens place is to the left, your ones place is to the right. What digit is in my tens place? If you are saying 4, you are correct, which means I have 4 tens in my tens place, which equals 40. Okay, what number is in my ones place? 0. Great job. So guys, you should have on your boards 40 equals 40 plus 0. Okay, and if I need to check my work, is that correct? Does 40 plus 0 equal 40? Yes, it does. I have 4 10s and 0 1s, which means 40 plus 0 equals 40. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the number 59. My tens place is to the left, my ones place is to the right. What digit is in my tens place? What is the value of my tens place? 5 tens. Another way of saying 5 tens is 50. How would we read 5 tens as a digit? How would we show that as a digit? 50. 5 tens equals 50. And then what number is in my ones place? The number 9 is in my ones place, which means I have 9 ones. Or I would write that as a digit as 9. 59 equals 50 plus 9. I know that this is correct because 50 plus 9 equals 59. Check and check. Pause this recording. You can make sure that you worked all of this out and have it on your board. You don't have to send me a picture, but I just want you to practice. When you are ready to continue, you can press play. All right, guys, now we are going to complete the number sentences by breaking up the number into tens and ones. So we're doing the same thing, except we have it written out 10 and ones. So 13 has blank 10 and blank ones. Go ahead and pause this recording right on your boards. 13 has blank 10 and blank ones. You can press play when you're ready. All right, friends, so you should have 13 has blank 10 and blank ones on your boards. Let's go ahead and underline our tens place, our tens place, and our ones place. My tens place is to the left. What digit is in my tens place? The number 1, right? 13 has 1 10. Okay, I'm not writing out the full digit because I have the word 10 behind it. 13 has 1 10, right? If I didn't have that, I would write the number 10. But I don't want to write the number 10 because then it would say 13 has 10 tens, which that's not true. We don't have 10 tens. That would be 100. We have 1 10. 13 has 1 10, and how many ones do I have? What digit is in my ones place? 3. 13 has 1 10 and 3 ones. Okay, you can go ahead and write 60 has blank tens and blank ones on your boards now. Pause this recording, catch up with me, and press play when you are ready to continue. 60 has blank tens and blank ones. I have a 6 digit in my tens place, and I have a 0 digit in my ones place. Okay, so how many tens do I have? 6 tens. 60 has 6 tens, and how many ones? 0 ones. You can have all of that written. Press play when you're ready to continue with the next one. All right, 76 has a 7 in the tens place and a 6 in the ones place. 76 has 7 tens and 6 ones. You can have that written. 76 has 7 tens and 6 ones. You can pause this recording, press play when you are ready to move on. All right, guys, we are going to now complete the number sentence by combining the tens and ones to write the total. Very first thing I want you to do is go ahead and write on your boards 10 plus 1 equals blank, and then we will solve. You can press play when you are ready to continue. So I have 10 plus 1 equals 11. Great job. 10 plus 1 equals 11. What do I do here? My tens place is brought over, 1, 10, and then what goes in my ones place? The number 1. 0 ones plus 1 1 equals 1 1. And so now I'm looking at 30 plus 0 equals. Go ahead and write 30 plus 0 equals on your board. At any time you need to pause, you are welcome to, and then press play when you're ready to continue. So now I'm looking at the number 30 plus 0 equals. I have 3 tens plus 0 tens, right? There's no tens in my second number. 30 plus 0. 3 tens plus 0 tens equals 3 tens. Ones place. Now let's look at ones place. 0 ones plus 0 ones equals 0 1. 30 plus 0 equals 30. Next one's a little bit trickier. Go ahead and finish with that second one, that second number sentence. You can pause this recording, press play when you are ready to continue with the last one. 20 plus 4 equals blank. Let's underline our tens place in both numbers. So we have a 2 in the tens place in the number 20, plus 0 tens in the number 4, right? There's only one digit for the number 4, which means I only have 4 ones. I don't have a tens place. So what is 2 tens plus 0 tens? 2 tens plus 0 tens equals 2 tens. Okay, let's look at our ones place now. 0 ones plus 4 ones equals 0 ones plus 4 ones equals 4 ones. 20 plus 4 equals 24. Look at that, you guys have been adding large numbers together and solving wonderfully. Great work. Go ahead and finish writing all 3 of these on your board, practicing. You can pause this recording and press play when you are ready to continue. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick brain break, and then you can come back to your seats. You can pause this recording for as long as you need for your brain break, and then press play when you are ready to continue. Okay, so now we are going to check your understanding. Make sure that you still have your materials, and we will do that now. How many birds are there? I'm going to do this first one for you, and then you are going to do the next 2 on your own and check your understanding. Learning coaches, not this one, but the next, or any of the ones after, will be the ones that you take a picture of and send to me on Class Dojo email or text message. You only have to send one. But for this one, I'm showing you how. So it says, the question says, how many birds are there? How many birds are there? I could count each one of these blue birds one by one, and I would be sitting here forever. Or I can count how many are in each row. Let's look at the first row at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 birds in each row, pretty much each row, except for that very bottom row here, which means I can count by tens. I can group these into tens and count them, and then I can count what's left over as ones. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens, 7 tens, 8 tens, 9 tens, and then what's left over? 1 1, 2 ones, 3 ones. I have 9 tens and 3 ones. I read that as 93. Guys, that was so easy, right? Okay, you're going to show me what you know on the next 2. Again, Learning Coach, you can take a picture of this answer that your student has or on the next slide. How many tomatoes are there? Go ahead and count, group them in tens. So remember, each row here, each row is a group of tens. You can count by tens And then you can count what's left over at the bottom here by ones. So you can count by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, and keep going, and then count your ones. How many tomatoes are there? Write your answer on your board. Learning Coach, take a picture of that. Send it to me on Class Dojo email or text message, or you can take a picture of the next one. Pause this recording. Take a picture of your student's answer, send it to me, and then we will press play and check your student's work. Okay, how many tomatoes are there? I'm going to count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. So I have 110, but I still need to count my ones. 110, 100, 11, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104 is my answer. How many tomatoes are there? 104. I counted by tens, and then I counted what was left over: 110, 101, 102, 103, 104 tomatoes. Right. Even if you sent the answer, even if you chose your UDoTime answer to send by Class Dojo or email, with the first one, I still want you working this out with me. So how many squares are there? If you did not submit that, you can choose this one, Learning Coaches, to take a picture of. How many squares are there? Count your groups of tens and then count what's left over as your ones. You can pause this recording, press play when you are ready to check your work. Okay, so how many squares are there? I'm counting by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105 is my answer. How many squares are there? 105. Bonus question for you guys. I do want you working this out. You can write your answer on your board. You don't have to send a picture of this one, but I do want you participating. What is the value of this group of nickels? Okay, so you're counting all of these nickels together. What is the value? Remember, if we put two nickels together, that makes a 10, and we can count by tens. So you should be grouping up two nickels per group, counting by two nickels at a time, and saying 10 cents instead of 5 cents. So I can count by tens by circling two nickels together. Pause this recording, work it out the best you can, and then press play, and we will check your understanding. Okay, so I'm counting by tens by drawing a circle around two nickels. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105. 105 cents is my correct answer. Great work today, guys. Let's review what you learned today. So you learned how to break up numbers from 11 to 99 into tens and ones. We practiced how to find numbers of tens and ones in the numbers from 11 to 99. We practiced how to count up to 120 objects, and then we even practiced how to find the value of a group of coins up to 105 cents. Great work today, guys. You may log off. I'll see you later. Bye.